Hello guys and welcome back to Makeup FOMO. Today we are going to be testing out a foundation, but this is completely different than any other foundation like ever or any of the other videos I've done testing out foundations. Today the foundation we are going to be talking about is from bareMinerals, and it is basically their like customizable foundation. There's a couple companies that do this whole customizable foundation shade where you pick out your perfect shade. Some of them allow you to pick like the finish and all that kind of stuff. So bareMinerals has something kind of equivalent to that, and they call it their Made-to-Fit foundation, like M2F, Made-to-Fit foundation. Basically like your perfect foundation shade. I actually got mine through Influencer, so I did not pay for this. This was sent to me complimentary for basically just like my review and my opinion. But I thought the idea was so cool when I heard about it, so I was so excited to try it. This is the box that they sent me, and check this out. It's like this super nice little presentation, and in there is the foundation, and it gets better. I'm gonna get into the details of how, you formulate your perfect foundation with the app, but the coolest part of the whole thing, and I feel like what makes this so exciting and so worth it, is they put your name on the foundation bottle. Made to fit for Shannon. How freaking cool is that? And then right on the back, it also says, exclusively formulated for Shannon. So your name is on the front and the back of the bottle, which is so cool. So basically, you download the app. You can just search bareMinerals, and it'll come up as the Made-to-Fit app, and it gives you, basically step-by-step guide on how to do it. So essentially, it has you use the camera and basically it was really weird to do, but it was kind of funny. You basically have to tap it on your face in each area of your face. So you'll do your lower cheek area, your cheek, your forehead, your chin, and then the same thing for the other side. And it walks you through it step by step and tells you exactly how many times to tap it and which areas for how long at what pace, all that stuff. The idea is for you to hopefully be in good lighting, and it should help formulate your perfect foundation shade based on, I guess, the scans of your skin color. So once you go through all those steps and it kind of creates your shade for you, it doesn't give you a shade color or name, so you basically don't really have any idea what it's come up with for you. But at the end of it, it'll say that it created your shade to fit liquid foundation. It's $49. bareMinerals is a high-end brand, and yeah, their foundations are already pretty pricey, but $50 for a foundation is definitely very, very, very expensive. And you have to obviously take into consideration the fact that you're paying for the technology and the customization, not just the product. And they're customizing the bottle for you. They're allegedly mixing your shade for you, and of course the technology of using the app to kind of put it all together is what you're paying for. You do get this really, really nice glass bottle. It's frosted. You do get a whole 30 milliliters or 1 ounce of product, which is just standard for all foundations. It has nice gold detailing. It has a pump, which we all really love. So it is very sleek, very nice looking. And to be honest, even once you use the foundation up, you're going to hold on to this bottle because it is just so unique. What other foundation do you have that has your name literally written on it in 2 places? I think that's so cool. If you end up really liking the foundation, or the shade really works out perfectly for you, you can literally just click buy it again, and you don't have to go through the process again. You can simply repurchase it. They deliver it to you for free shipping. So it's definitely pretty handy if it ends up working out for you. I have not tried this on yet. I literally just got this in the mail a couple days ago. It doesn't actually have a color, shade, or name on it anywhere other than saying that it's Shannon's shade. I have a feeling, I haven't tested this out yet, like I said, but just by the looks of the color, it definitely looks like it's gonna be way too dark for me. I did this the whole app thing only probably maybe 2 weeks ago, so I'm the same color now that I was when I did the whole app thing. So I don't know if I wasn't in good lighting or what happened, but it just seems like it's gonna be too dark. But we'll definitely test it out and see how it goes. If it is too dark, that sort of defeats the purpose of the app and the technology and the price tag, because the whole point is to try to find your perfect shade, and if it's not my perfect shade, then it didn't really work out, But it definitely won't be awful. Even if it's not my shade right now, it doesn't look like it's crazy dark where it wouldn't ever match me. It would probably work for me when I get a little bit tanner or in the summer. So we're gonna find out. I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we'll put it on my face. So I just pinned my hair back so it's out of the way. Like we normally do, we're going to use a brush on one side and then a sponge on the other to see which way we like it better. I'm going to use the Sigma F80, just the typical flat top kabuki. And then for my sponge, this is the Real Techniques like marble diamond sponge. I feel like a lot of people don't like this sponge, but I freaking love it. It's like so soft, and I love the big flat area. It covers like so much space. So I'm going to use both of these. We're going to try this out. I did already moisturize my face, but that's all I did. So my skin's prepped and ready for foundation. I'm just going to take a pump of this, see the color, and see, oh no. That's like super dark. All right, let's just see it like on my actual skin. Maybe it won't seem as dark. Oh, nope. It definitely is as dark as it seems. Oh my gosh. I don't know how this went so wrong. Like maybe I wasn't in good enough lighting when I did it. But I mean, I couldn't have been that bad of lighting that it got this wrong. Like, it wasn't pitch black or anything. You know what? We're still gonna at least apply it. We can see how it applies, like how the finish is, how it looks just on the skin. And maybe once we blend it out, it'll look a little better. Oh gosh. So I'm kind of thinking the shade situation is like the least of our worries right now, because this applied so freaking patchy. I don't know if you guys can see right in like this area, it like is darker in some areas. It looks like it didn't even adhere to my skin like at all right here. And then it kind of went here, and it looks so splotchy. Like it almost looks as it would look if I've been wearing it for like 10 hours or something like that. And also like it barely looks like I put anything on my skin. And I used quite a bit of foundation. I used at least a pump and a half, maybe even 2 pumps, because I was taking the pumps like a little bit at a time. So I feel like I used a decent amount of product, and it kind of like disappeared except for where it looks patchy. Like I don't feel like it covered anything. I mean, I don't even think, maybe besides the shed being a little bit like tanner or like a little bit darker, I don't think you can even tell a difference from one side to the other, in the sense like it didn't even out my skin tone. Like I put some, you know, in my under eye area, I just wiped it. It didn't cover anything, any of like my discoloration. It like made it worse because now it just looks patchy and discolored. This does not look good. I just realized the app does have some like claims of what the formula is supposed to do. This is not one of the foundations where you can customize like the type of formula. It's just the shade. But it says that it's a lightweight liquid formula that provides a naturally radiant finish and contains nourishing ingredients to hydrate and smooth your skin for an instantly younger looking, more beautiful you. Coverage is sheer to medium. Okay, so I guess it's living up to that claim. It's formulated with white lily extract to help provide skin nourishing benefits for more revitalized, healthy looking appearance. Green tea extract provides antioxidant benefits. Peptides known to provide skin brightening benefits and promote younger looking skin. And ceramides to attract and retain moisture to the skin. But then right underneath it, it says shade match guarantee. Lies. So I'm not even sure at all about this right now. I think I'll just go ahead and do the same amount of product on this side with the sponge, even though I feel like that's only going to shear it out more and probably not really help. But we'll just try it out, and then if it's not looking so hot, I'll try one more layer all over the face with a brush and see how that works. Do you guys see how dark this is? Like, this is so far from being my shade. I'm just dragging it down my neck a little bit. So very, very surprisingly, I actually think we got better coverage with the sponge. I just really love that sponge. I love the big surface area, and I think that might be contributing to it because it just like stamps everything in and you don't have to move it around too much. So as you can see, it did cover a little bit better, but I still feel like it's looking really patchy. Like right in this area, can you guys see, kind of in the same area that we were having problems over here, like right in this area, it's like kind of sticking, and it's like lighter and then darker and just really splotchy looking. But I do feel like it covered more. Like even if you just look at me head on, like I feel like this side looks a little bit more evened out. Even under my eyes look a little bit less dark. Over here, like it almost looks like I have no product over here at all, which is so weird because almost always a brush gives me more coverage than a sponge does inherently, just because sponges, you know, they're wet, they share products out, they absorb some of the product. So definitely wasn't expecting that. I mean, the shade is like insanely dark. You can tell like this is my skin color, this is my face color, this is like at least four shades too dark for me. I don't obviously like the color, and I don't think it's enough coverage for me, and I'm not really a fan of obviously how it's applying because it just looks so freaking patchy. So I think what I'm gonna do, just to make the sides at least a little more even, is apply a tiny bit more over here with the sponge just to even things out, and then we'll see how that looks. Guys, that second layer, like, yeah, it helped to build it up a little bit, but it looks so bad on this cheek. Let me see if I can really... It's hard for me to tell if you guys can tell what I'm seeing, but, like, do you see this whole area right here that is just, like, not sticking to? Like, it looks so white. And then all right here, it's just so patchy. I don't get it. I think this is like our first complete fail of a foundation ever. We just have a laundry list of problems going on. The whole point of that app is to get you your perfect foundation shade, and this is like probably the least perfect foundation shade for me right now. Almost everything in my collection would match me better than this does. I mean, it literally looks like I have a mask on. Look at my skin color. Considering that's like the primary claim and the primary purpose of this foundation, it kind of fell very short in that department. This is like not a good formula, at least for me. It is, I've never had a foundation look this uneven and patchy, even after like multiple rounds of blending using different tools. To be honest, just like nothing looks good about this. It looks very dry in my forehead area. I feel like it's like completely settled in to my forehead lines. It's creased a ton. I honestly just feel like my face looks dirty. Like it looks like I have dirt on my face, like I fell face first into a mud puddle. I don't like this at all. And it's $50 if you were to pay for it. Like I said, I did not. Thankfully, if I did, I'd be sending it back. I mean, it's a nice concept. It's a very like luxurious, extremely heavy bottle. It's nice looking. It looks really nice. It feels nice. You know, the exterior, the like aesthetic of it is nice. I mean, I love the fact that my name is on it. I think that's the coolest thing, but I don't like anything else about it. The whole point of this was supposed to be that it matches me perfectly. It doesn't do that. The formula is not good. The coverage is not good. The application is not good. Something went horribly wrong, and the color situation could totally be me, like user error. I might have not had good lighting, but the whole coverage thing and the whole patchiness thing, I cannot take the blame for it because I didn't come up with the formula, obviously. I do not suggest doing this. If you're really interested and you're looking for something to try to match your color, I think there's other options out there. I don't even think it'll necessarily work. I would not waste your time or your money on this product. I'm going to take this off. I was gonna go ahead and like finish my makeup and powder and, you know, do everything else and then see how it looked after that, see how everything applied on top of it. But I have to go places today and I cannot go out with a color this dark. And to be honest, I don't know if there's any powders that, or concealers or anything that could like save this situation. The one thing I will say though is I do think it lives up to most of its claims in that it is sheer to medium coverage. I think that's what it said. Definitely does that, and it is like a radiant, it said it was like a radiant finish, which I don't think I would say radiant, but it's definitely a little bit luminous. I think you can see like a little bit of light reflecting off my face, so it's definitely not matte, but it's not super dewy. I guess it's more like in the satin range, so I guess it does a couple things that it says it's gonna do, but overall I'm not impressed at all. That is going to wrap up this video. I'm so sorry that it was kind of a negative one. I was not expecting this whatsoever. I was actually really excited and had very high hopes for this foundation, just considering the brand and the price tag of it, but it was a little bit of a letdown. Unfortunately, I cannot recommend this product. If you guys have tried this technology with the app, let us know how your experience was. Did the shade match you? Did the formula work for you? It's entirely possible maybe I just got a bad batch. I don't really know, but my experience was unfortunately not a good one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like to subscribe, we would love to have you. We do have a lot of fun here, even when foundations don't go right. We would love to have you, and until next time, I will catch you on our next video. Bye, guys.